Life feels heavy when we don't know how to stop. Stress builds when we try to hold everything. The world pushes us forward, but rarely teaches us to rest. And so we carry a burden we can't explain. The wise ones from long ago saw this. They looked at humanity and understood. Suffering comes from fighting what won't change. 90% of your stress isn't from what happens. It's from ignoring simple truths. 3 clear lessons, kept alive for centuries. Light these flames now. Peace is closer than you think. The illusion of control. You can't command the wind. You can't control the wind. Only adjust your sails. Trying to manage everything wears you out more than a full day's work. The urge to run life is a fight with no end. What slips from your hands isn't worth your struggle. The Stoics, wise men from Rome, taught something clear. Split the world in two. What you can change and what you can't. Worrying about what's out of your reach is like carrying a sack of stones on your back all day. A stiff tree breaks in. The wind. A bendable one stands tall through the storm. Think about it. How often do you waste energy on things you can't fix? A late bus, a friend's bad mood, the weather turning sour. None of these bend to your will. Real strength is in handling what's yours. Stop battling what won't budge. It's like punching a wall and expecting it to move. The weight lifts when you accept what is, not when you force it to be different. You can't stop the rain, but you can grab an umbrella and keep walking. The Stoics knew this well. They faced wars, exile, and loss, yet found peace by focusing only on their own choices, their thoughts, their actions, their words. A thinker named Seneca said, "Freedom is not fighting fate." Today's science agrees. Letting go of what you can't control lightens your load, lowers your heart rate, and quiets your mind. Calm comes when you drop the war with life, not when you win it. Ask yourself every day, can I change this? Maybe it's a deadline you can adjust, that's yours to tackle, but a storm rolling in, that's not your fight. If you can't, let it go. Picture it drifting away like leaves on a river. Stress fades where the fight ends, leaving room for a steady breath. The flame of peace glows when you stop grasping for everything, when you realize some doors won't open no matter how hard you push. Accepting isn't losing, it's gaining ease, a chance to rest instead of wrestle. The weight of invisible limits, no door lets chaos in. Whoever doesn't set limits hands their life to chaos. Taking on everything digs a hole of exhaustion. Too much steals more than time. It takes your soul, your energy, your quiet moments. Saying yes when you don't want to let others choose for you, piling their needs on your shoulders. The wise ones from the East had a simple rule. Take care of yourself before carrying the world. Without limits, your mind turns into a messy room, cluttered with tasks and voices that don't belong there. Every yes you give is a no to something that matters. A night of sleep, a walk outside, a moment to think. Time doesn't come back. Wasting it loses what's yours, like sand slipping through your fingers. Picture a cup. Keep pouring water in, and it overflows, leaving a mess instead of a drink. Being strong isn't saying yes to all. That's just bending until you break. It's picking what's worth it, what keeps you steady instead of stretched thin. Saying no is like locking the door against noise, keeping the clutter out so you can breathe. A house with no doors becomes a dump, stacked with junk from every passerby. A life with no limits turns into a mess, overrun by demands you didn't choose. The monks in ancient temples said no to endless wants, a bowl, a robe, a mat, and found calm in that small space. Zen monks lived with little and had peace to spare, free from the weight of more. Science shows setting limits cuts. Burnout keeps your mind sharp and stops the spiral of overload. Guarding your day guards your life. It's not selfish, it's survival. No slices through the weight and makes room for what counts, like a knife cutting away the extra to reveal what's good. Next time your phone buzzes with another favor, pause. Does it fit in your cup or will it spill over? Before you agree, think. Does this help or drain me? What doesn't do good doesn't deserve space. Kick it out like old trash. The flame of clarity burns when you protect your time, when you build a wall around what's yours. Freedom comes from dropping what you don't need to carry, from standing firm instead of swaying with every wind. The silence that reveals. Answers lie in stillness. Yesterday is a dream, tomorrow an illusion. Only today is real. Noise fills your head and hides what matters. Running from silence is running from knowing yourself, from facing what's true beneath the rush. Stillness isn't just stopping, it's finding answers, a light in the fog of a loud world. Zen monks sat quietly and saw what others missed, their minds clear as a still pond. Wisdom speaks soft. Noise drowns it out with chatter, screens, and endless to-dos. A busy mind is like muddy water. Let it settle, and it clears, showing you what's at the bottom. Whoever dodges silence loses the map to their own life, stumbling through days without direction. Think of a time you were alone, no phone, no sound. Did it scare you, or did it settle something inside? Stopping is stronger than rushing nowhere. It's a reset, not a retreat. 5 minutes of nothing cleans more than hours of worry, washing away the clutter like a slow rain. Noise muddles. Silence shows the way, cutting through the haze to what's real. The flame of truth shines where chaos quiets, where you can hear your own thoughts instead of the world's shouts. The samurai rested their minds before battle, steadying their hands for the fight ahead. Ancient thinkers sought calm to decide, sitting under trees or in quiet rooms to untangle life's knots. Today's science says silence lifts the weight of stress, slows your pulse, and sharpens your focus. Pausing isn't wasted time. It's gaining power, a chance to recharge instead of run dry. Sit still for 5 minutes, not tomorrow. Not later, but today. Just hear your breath. Let it rise and fall like waves on a shore. What noise buries, calm brings back. A thought, a feeling, a piece of you lost in the storm. Truth doesn't shout. It waits in the peace of silence, patient and steady until you're ready to listen. The flames of wisdom show what tired eyes miss. Controlling everything is a lost fight. Accepting is the win. Without limits, weight grows. With them, life breathes. Silence isn't empty. It's where peace hides. The ancients left these lessons as light in dark times. Stress comes from clashing with life, calm from walking with it. What weighs you down isn't the world. It's what you won't let go. The flame of change is in your hands to spark. Let go of what won't shift. Save your no for what matters. Listen to the silence already there. Peace isn't a far-off place. It's a choice within reach. And remember, true wisdom isn't in knowing these truths, but in living them. May the flames of wisdom light your path and guide your transformation. If this content spoke to you, share it, and drop in the comments which of these lessons you need most in your life. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. The flame's burning. Just give it a breath.